Drew Brees said he's on the field thinking there's got to be a flag. The ref said yes, there was a flag. Ray Lewis, you hit people for your entire soon-to-be Hall of Fame career. You say what?
This is the most embarrassing call in the National Football League since the Tuck rule and Tom Brady. I'm serious. I've just never seen this type of insult to defenders. When you do your job, when you make the perfect play, if he takes the same hit, and hits a quarterback like Peyton Manning, who's 6'4", 6'5", he hits him in his chest area. Drew Brees is 6 foot or shorter. When you look at the hit, Ahmad Brooks took the hit and hit him exactly the way he was supposed to hit him. Drew Brees' neck slid down to that man's arm. You cannot, first of all, for that to be a flag is embarrassing. Let me tell you the second embarrassing thing. The second part that's embarrassing about this is for Drew Brees to say, I got hit so hard I knew it had to be a flag. This is the National Football League. I don't understand what that means. When you get hit like that from the blind side, it's supposed to hurt. But I tell you this, if they find this kid, if they go on record and they find this kid, Ahmad Brooks, I'm gonna do something personally. I'm gonna pay half, whatever his fine is. Listen to me.
If they find him,
if they find this kid,
get fined, Ray.
If they find this kid, Trent, I'm gonna pay half of this kid's fine because of one reason. Defenders has to be respected as men before anything else. See, because sometimes we just look at the position and just say, oh, they're defenders. They're men. They have kids. They have families. You have to treat everybody fair and everybody the same in this game. And that man laid a clean hit, and that cost the San Francisco 49ers a complete football game yesterday and could cost them in the playoff.
Seriously, there's a lot of ways to do things or to say things. And for somebody who gave that much sacrifice to that city, you don't speak about somebody like that unless you're that person. Jim Irsay can never be Peyton Manning. He can never do the things that Peyton Manning did. But every time he stepped in that building, he had to understand you ate because of Peyton Manning. Your seats was filled because of Peyton Manning for all those years. Bill Polian is sitting there now. Once you win a championship, that will last forever. That's what some people fail to realize. Hey, it wasn't Peyton's fault. Maybe Bill Irsay, maybe you go back and rebuild your team structurally, so you don't have those up and down defenses that you had for so many years. But when you talk about that type of player who gave that type of commitment to his city, that's why I tell people a lot of times, man, it's better to be liked, it's better to be respected than liked. Because, see, giving somebody money, that means you like me. You like me for what I do at my job.
I know.
Respecting me is different.
Here's the play right here. 80-some-yard drive. Ginn, who's got great speed, has always had great speed, catches it at the 12 or 13-yard line, and all of us were right there. We saw it.
Yeah, but the number one mistake that the corner made, if you're Ted Ginn, he comes out. He turns and runs and loses Ted Ginn. When he loses Ted Ginn, by the time he comes, all he has to do is get Ted Ginn inside. He let Ted Ginn go outside, and that's too much speed.
How should he have played it, Ray?
It should have been a very simple. As soon as he wheel turns and comes back, all he has to do is box him. Once he boxes him, he has to go back inside. But for him to miss the tackle inside and Ted Ginn get outside, you have no help for your defense. That's impossible to catch a kid like that.
Let's understand this. We're looking at this player that's in a game of pure aggression. This game is about aggressiveness, right? But what we don't understand is when we come out, Key, the first thing they test us on is a fast 40. How high you jump in a vertical leap. We don't do mental tests with the mind with athletes. When you talk about a young player, when you talk about a player like this, who knows what his issues really are? Who knows what his rage really is when he gets on a football field? Why is he exploding like this? Why is he letting all this come out? Trust me, when I came on the field, me growing up without a father, I had to understand something, that I was able to release some of that rage and some of that aggression when I went on the football field. Dominic Sue is dealing with a totally different mindset. And I'm telling you, if we don't start getting into these athletes' mindset to understand where they come from and what they've been through, then it's going to be a hard time figuring out.
That feeds my competitive fires. I can't wait for Sunday. We're playing Tom Brady, and I can't wait to play against Tom Brady, or coach against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. That's never changed. Not one day has that ever changed.
Rex Ryan. Thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you, Ray.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. Come on back. Be a Jet for a game against New England. Let's go. One game, Ray. I know you got it in you.
I still got it.
No question.
I'll give anything
Especially
for
against them.
Did you think about it for a minute?
I did.
I knew it. He showed you some film. He asked you what you thought. So now let's say you were there today.
Yeah.
And you're playing Brady, I mean, which you've done many times. You know, Brady against the Jets defensive front. How does that matchup look if you're a Jets side?
You know what? One thing I did talk to Rex Ryan about, and this is what I think the beauty of what he has right now. There's no star on his defense. So and his blitz schemes are so special. So he has D linemen playing linebackers. He got linebackers playing D linemen. And so Brady's going to have to identify where the blitz is coming from. And that's why, you know, you hear Keith say it a lot of times, they're in the same division. So when they're in that division, they're very familiar with what's going on. But I'm telling you, that blitz scheme, Brady's going to have to pick up where people are coming from and how many times they're going to blitz. Listen, it pisses me off.
Uh-oh.
Seriously. Because it's changing the way the game is supposed to be played. The game is supposed to be played by any means necessary. And when you come in a defensive meeting room and a player is trying to catch the football and you as a defender, TJ, jar the ball away from here, your defensive coordinator, your defensive position coach, they're praising you for that. But when you talk about how do you go too high, you go too low, you can't hit them close to that, you can't use your crown of your head. That's what the helmet is for. Now, listen, I'm not the one to sit here and say, yeah, try to hurt somebody. No, that's not what the game is about. But you have to stop treating these players as if we're not on the field as well.
It's a physical game.
Yeah.